Hello viewers, welcome back to yet another educative health content. So today we'll be talking about PCOS, similarly called as Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. So this is one of the most uh, commonest endocrine disease in our times, having a global prevalence of 2.2% to 26%. So this we can see it is increasing in the trend because of our dependency on mechanics, low reduced physical activity. This leads to increase in our metabolic conditions. So when we talk about polycystic ovarian diseases, naturopathy classifies into 5 different reasons why it can happen. Starting from genetics, as I said, expression is very important. The expression happens because of the environmental factors. The environmental factors can lead to the endocrinal changes, and that has happened something in the metabolic ways. It gets inflamed and try to take over the internal organs as such. That leads to psychosocial dilemmas or psychosocial roots causes for your PCO. So when we generally talk about PCOS, it's not just a disease affecting the uterus or affecting the ovaries. It's actually affecting the entire body. It can seen in your skin, the changes in your hair patterns or the changes in your way the hair grows, also your mood and your sleep patterns. So it has a wider range of effect as compared to just one organ. So that is the reason why you need to have an holistic approach of what exactly the reasons of PCOS is seen. So abdominal disturbances can be found due to irregular food habits. This can lead to something which we call as digestive impediments or digestive disorders, or we can say irregular digestive habits. When that happens, it leads to degradation or derailment of the circadian rhythm. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you have irregular eating habits as an example. Then the sleeping habits will also change because you might not feel the urge to sleep, or you might feel the urge to sleep a little earlier than the regular day, and then you wake up in a similar way. So if you continue this cycle of wrong eating and wrong getting up and wrong going back to sleep, then that can impair your circadian rhythm. Once the circadian rhythm is taken tasks for, then what happens is this leads to improper lifestyle, and this can further complicate the metabolic activity in your body. So in yoga we say that probably because of our wrong ways of handling today's situation, work from home situations, and we are not able to tackle to our day-to-day needs. So this leads to something called as manomaya koshas disturbances. So when that happens, that can be transferred through pranamaya, where you generally don't have a correlation with what exactly is going on, and that can lead to physical manifestations as is seen in annamaya kosha. So basically annamaya kosha is nothing but problems in your physical body. So this is how the entire disease transfers from so-called mind to the body. So when we are saying the same time, we need to understand that there is something called a circadian rhythm. This can be hampered not just by your day-to-day activity. It can also happen because of low exposure to sun. This can also happen because of you not being utilized to these kind of stresses. Also, along with that, you need to address what exactly is the wrong things which you are having as a food, which you are having as your activity. So once you try to understand the lifestyle factors, once you try to understand the way your body entirely projects in itself, that can lead to a better understanding of the disease PCOS. So as I said, the first and foremost thing you need to understand about diet is first go on a vegetarian diet, which is of whole food, low fat, low calorie diet comprising of a lot of raw fruits, vegetables, and nuts. There is a small research which talks about this importance of herbal tea that reduces the serum testosterone significantly in the next 30 days of the consumption for every day. So along with that, if you avoid dairy, which is a very important factor, because as you know, today we are getting the milk because of injecting chemicals into the cow so that they can produce more milk. The same thing happens inside the body of the woman when she drinks or she consumes the same injected milk. So basically they add something called as progesterone estrogen combination of drugs, and that leads to higher milk volumes in the cow, and that same chemical is now transferred in the woman as well. So that is the reason why you need to avoid dairy at this moment of time. And along with that, you can also reduce the avoidance, or you can completely remove the preservatives and additives in your food along with the maida or the multipurpose flour. But what exactly can you do if you have PCOS? That's the question. So you can start off something with a cold sits bath, where you try to sit on a bucket, covers your lower abdomen, your hip and your thigh. Along with that, you can go for local mud application. What happens is, because of this mud, the internal membrane permeability increases, and this leads to activation of hormones, regulating the impaired hormone levels. So there is a base of a balance among the cortisols, which is the stress, and non-cortisol, or we can say serotonin, which is being produced in the body. So along with that, as I said earlier, people are not going out and they are fearful of either catching COVID-19 or catching the virus, or also because they are stuck at their home and they're not able to go out. But if you are exposing yourself for, let's say, 20 minutes outside your home and letting the sunlight touch your skin, that can also affect your serum androgen levels. That also can have a good impact on your body. So it's an entire way of how you can get into it. And this is the reason why you have a lot of ways to actually make sure that you can heal yourself better in the coming days of PCOS. But very interesting is the part of yoga. A simple asana, a simple pelvic exercises of butterfly movements, simple Surya Namaskaras can have an impact in the way your body deals with these kind of hormonal imbalances. First and foremost, everybody talks about yoga as one of the best way to reduce your weight. It also reduces your basal metabolic activity or basal metabolic rates. Then that also makes sure that this increase in the basal metabolic rate significantly puts other hormones in the system, and that creates a kind of a pathway for your body to transfer or to communicate better with each other. So that is the reason why yoga is always better than exercise, because there is a concept of body, there is a concept of mind, which is coming together and making sure that both body and mind works in a better way. So this is all for now. I hope you understood a lot of what exactly can be done for PCOS. This is a short structure for you to understand the importance of it. So make sure that you come out of your home, expose yourself for at least a minimum of 15-20 minutes per day in the sunlight. Make sure you have some physical activity, and make sure you take adequate rest so that you don't get pushed more into the problems and troubles. So see you soon in the next video. Till then, share this video among those people who are actually in the requirement of some kind of a natural ways of helping themselves up. Subscribe to this channel will encourage me to continue with more of these works for making you more educated in the health. And obviously, a like and share would be much more appreciated. So see you soon in the next video. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.